Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, October 12th, and we have one meeting to tell you about this morning. It'll be the United Board annual organizational meeting, and that will be in the boardroom virtually as well as televised right here on Village Television shortly after our morning broadcast of This Day. But if you would like to follow along virtually, you can go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now on our show today, we have Jeff Parker here with the Laguna Woods update. He's got some exciting news to share with us this morning. And we have Jim Hopkins, who is here on behalf of GRF with an update. And he goes through some very important numbers for you to compare from a while ago to today. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at nice skies this day as well as the next couple of days. Burning off our overcast already, and we are looking at nice temperatures of 69, 51 today. Wednesday, 73, 52. Thursday, 74, 58. We get a little warmer on Friday and Saturday with 81, 57 and 82, 62. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:54, and our sunset will be at 6:20. And thank you so much to Rebecca for sending in this beautiful sunset photo, so we appreciate that. And if you have a photo you'd like to share with our community, please make sure it is high resolution. It is one of your own original photos. You can email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have Jeff Parker, so stick around.
What sets MaidPro apart from other cleaning companies? Well, for starters, we're pros. So we're pro scrubbing, dusting, shining. We're pro kid and pet friendly. We're pro doing things your way, like not touching your messy desk. We're pro neat freak. We're pro affordable and pro Monday afternoons because that time was just right for you. In short, MaidPro is pro you. MaidPro, because your standards aren't standard.
There are many treasures within the walls of Laguna Woods Village. The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is one of them. Nowhere in the nation has a community embraced a commitment to assist its own residents with temporary emergency support. Since 1997, the foundation makes that support available through donations by individuals, clubs, organizations, and bequests. Help the foundation to help the real treasures within the village, our friends and neighbors.
For more than 30 years, Active Care has been providing the highest level of care to residents with Alzheimer's or other memory loss. We specialize in memory care. That's our sole focus. With 3 levels of care and an engaging activity program, Active Care enhances life for every resident every day. Our newest community, Active Care Laguna Hills, will open this fall. We're now accepting reservations. Call 949-877-8233 to learn more.
Welcome back. We have Jeff Parker here. Well, thank you for joining us again. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I feels like you were just here yesterday.
Once a week.
These weeks are flying by. I'm a little worried about that.
It does go by quickly.
It does, and then it's going to be frightening to see just where we're ending up because I just feel like I'm going to get older and older and older. And I'm going to look back and say, where did all that time go? In any case, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, it's great to be
So what do you have for us?
Some COVID numbers real quick. Trending in the right direction. That's what we want to see.
Yes.
COVID cases, 260. That's stayed pretty constant for the last week, but under 300 in every day. So that's really good numbers. Unfortunately, there were 12 fatalities in Orange County in the last reporting period, and this goes over the weekend. So that's accumulation. And that's obviously unfortunate. But the good news is we focused on is the hospitalizations and the ICUs. ICUs have gone down below 50 now, so back almost to where we were back in the later part of May, June, right when we were getting the reopening.
Yes.
The hospitalizations are trending down positive. With regards to the village itself, which we consider the whole community of Laguna Woods, saw a couple of numbers go up, but we're at 530, very small increase in numbers, and just one additional fatality for what we were tracking in the last month. So we went from 54 to 55 in that category.
Okay.
So again, for us, it's keeping the numbers basically status quo, and then seeing the trend in hospitalization go down. So important from the perspective, want to make sure people are going to the hospital for other reasons, using the facilities. They're there, they're open, they have the capacity.
Well, exactly. And just a couple of things regarding, illnesses going forward, not necessarily COVID, but flu and cold are on the uprise. And I believe it's because we're probably letting down our guard a little bit. We might not be wearing the mask as much or not washing our hands, but we all still need to do that a lot because they're seeing some significant cases of the flu as well as as colds, which are more of a bronchial thing. So we want to be careful.
It's an excellent point because I think, and I'm not a doctor, but it seems like we probably wearing the mask and washing our hands and all that, probably maybe over a year, our immune system relative to the flu, is lessened. But use these same things, washing your hands and wearing masks. We saw that last year we had very few flu cases. So if we continue to do that, maybe that'll keep us safer.
Yeah, masks weren't really a thing, a couple of years
Not
ago.
for that purpose.
Right? And then all of a sudden it's like, well, then maybe there's something to them. You never know. But anyway, just wanted to mention that they are seeing more flu and colds, so we have to be careful about that. But thank you for the numbers.
Sure.
Some exciting news you have to mention. I mean, I can't believe they did it. They got the money that they wanted.
They did. So what we're talking about is down at the pickleball courts. We have 3-4 courts there that aren't lit right now. They're not lit. And the pickleball club, along working with the Village Community Fund, put together, there's a good slide right there, put together a fundraising process.
Yeah, they were great.
And they raised the money so that we can now get it out to bid, work with a couple of our vendors to get those last lights, courts lit.
Yep.
And then all of the pickleball courts will be lit, which will give us obviously more capacity to have more people play.
I was cracking up because I saw a Jeet on just about every show that we had here on Village Television talking about it. And I think that was so smart of him because, he got the word out, he got the funds, and, obviously with the help of VMS and the Village Fund. I think that's just awesome.
Yeah, I think both the Pickleball Club and the Village Community Fund should be applauded for the work that they did.
They did great in a short amount of time.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The second thing I wanted to mention is the PAC 3 or the Performing Arts Center box office is now open.
Excellent.
And so it's going to be open on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to noon.
Okay.
And you can call, if you need call, you can call 949-597-4288 to get additional information of that. Or you can go recreation@vmsinc.org if you want to email us.
Okay.
So recreation@vmsinc.org if you want to email about the box office, or if you want to call 949-597-4288.
Okay.
And that's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to noon. You can also, and we announced this last week, that you can go online and actually get your tickets, print them at home. So you can do it that way now.
Okay.
So we're making it accessible all the way around, whatever is easiest for you to handle. So,
Okay. Yeah, there's a few things coming up in that arena, so that is exciting. Everybody can get back together again, which is perfect.
And the last thing I wanted to mention this morning was we use Dwelling Live, and Dwelling Live, for most of our residents knows, that's the system and access for people getting into the community through our gates. Our RFIDs are tied into Dwelling Live, and also our guest passes and that. Well, Dwelling Live has come up with a new app for your phone.
Oh.
And it's going to make it a lot easier to use Dwelling Live. So we want to encourage all of our residents that use Dwelling Live right now on your computer or are thinking about using Dwelling Live, and we certainly encourage that to reduce the amount of phone calls that come into the business here, use that new app. If you have any questions about that, you can also call Resident Services at 597-4600, and they'll give you some information. Also, you can also email them at residentservices@vmsinc.org.
Okay.
Either one of those, you'll get some information about it. It's also, we put it out in the Blast Friday, so we'll get more information out to everybody via our email process.
Right.
But it is a really nice tool to allow you to get your guest passes more efficiently. And we've been waiting for this update. They've been telling us it was coming for a year. And so I think because of the COVID and everything, but the app's here now. And so we really encourage our residents to use that kind of facility.
That's great. I mean, the fact that you can go on your phone, I think, is ideal because you'll have that with you.
Yeah.
And it's probably quicker to use the app than it would be to go via Safari and your browser and then log in that way. Because
or even calling us, which is the real hope is that we can get people on the computer or on their app, on their phone to use that system as opposed to calling in, because that call goes Resident Services down to the gates, and it just is, it's a longer process. Right. And it takes more staff time, so this is more efficient if we can go this route.
Perfect. Well, good. Well, thank you so much for the information. We'll see you again next Tuesday. I hope it doesn't feel like a day.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Okay, thanks. And remember, if you would like the Dwelling app live on your phone, you would go to your apps on your phone and then just type in Dwelling Live, and I'm sure it'll pop right up. We'll be right back.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Jim Hopkins here, who's here on behalf of GRF with an update. Well, Jim, thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Nice to have you in the studio. Do you feel like a celebrity?
Almost. Almost.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming on in, and we appreciate that. So why don't you go ahead and just let us know what's going on with GRF?
Well, what I thought I would do today is, normally when we do the budget, we look at millions of dollars, and sometimes that can be overwhelming to people when they see the millions of dollars. So today I thought I would break it down into a per matter per month, or our assessment, and I think everybody will understand when you're talking about dollars and cents rather than millions of dollars and cents.
All right, that sounds great. That sounds good. Okay, so you have a couple of slides, so that's perfect.
The first chart shows our monthly fees. Shows that our monthly fees have been steady over the last 12 years, even dating back to before the PCM days, or during the PCM days. In fact, the 2022 rate is only $1.28 higher than the 2010 assessment. However, within those final assessment rates, there's been a lot of movement. So don't let the comparison of 2010 to 2022 fool you. First, it's important to know that our rate has 4 major components. First are the income fees, such as broadband, golf, clubhouse rentals, equestrian, etc. Second, we have our operating fund, and that's by far the largest. And thirdly is the contingency fund. And that's used to make sure that over time, when we have surprises, we don't run out of money or out of funding. And then last, and certainly not least, is our reserve fund, which is how we preserve our future.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
The next chart shows that the direction of those funds over a period of time. This first chart on the left shows the reserve funding via assessments has steadily declined over the last 10 years. In 2012, we introduced the trust facilities fee as an additional funding source for the reserves. That is the one-time fee paid by the purchaser of a manor. In 2014, 2019, and 2022, we increased that fee to match those same fees paid by similar Rossmore facilities at Seal Beach and Walnut Creek. The result has been that our reserve assessment portion has gone from $34 per manor per month in 2010 to its current $19 in 2021.
Wow.
All right. The second chart, or the middle chart, shows the operating and contingency assessments combined. It shows a steady annual increase from 2011 to 2015 until we moved from PCM and became self-managed using VMS as our managing agent. The steep decline in assessments came from not only the current year's savings as a result of that efficiency, but a surplus recovery of $11.78 per manor per month each year in 2016 and 2017. Of course, that further reduced our assessment. Now, the last chart shows the impact of those dynamics on our total GRF assessment. By moving to self-management via VMS and adding trust facility fees to assist funding of the reserves, GRF has managed to keep the GRF assessment rather flat, even though prices and costs on the outside have steadily risen over the last 12 years. In fact, the 2022 GRF assessment is about the same as the 2010 and 2015 assessments, and less than the 2014 assessment.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's amazing to when you look at the history, it's amazing to see that.
Yeah.
And as you will see from the chart, the current trend does not support lower assessments, even though we have had circumstances and opportunities in the past that benefited us. Now let's bring it up to date and look at 2022. In 2022, we are expecting a $5.77 benefit in revenue than 2021, primarily due to the increased post-pandemic activities. Also, some fees have increased to support the increased cost. We're also planning for an increase in expenses of $22.67 to support the post-pandemic activities, as well as increased labor costs, as the minimum wage has increased almost 50% over the last 5 years. And of course, everyone by now has heard about the significant increase in insurance over the last 2 years. The good news is that as a result of the closing of facilities and other limitations on activities during the pandemic, GRF can return $8 per manor per month in prior period savings. As a result of the increase in the trust facility fee, we were able to reduce the reserve assessment by $2 in 2022. This is offset by an increase in our contingency fund assessment, as we had to use that fund to support the 2020 and 2021 increase in insurance and avoid a last-minute assessment increase in 2021. This contingency fund was not replenished last year and requires funding in 2022. Now, just another look at the 2022 increase without the clutter. The net operating assessment is up by $8.90. The net contingency and reserve fund assessment is increased by $3. The next chart breaks down the $16.90 at the top line in broad strokes. The change in the operating plan for 2022 is $16.90.
And that's broken down in insurance, information services, and recreational services, right?
Okay. That's right. And as you'll see, the insurance is almost 55% of the total increase. And of course, that's the largest influencer. Information services is about 19% of the increase, as technology and our malware experience has moved us to change the way we operate. This means that over time, and as we shift that over time, as we shift to cloud-based services, our spending pattern will shift from reserve expenditures for equipment and installed software to operating expense for cloud-based software services and storage.
Okay.
And so there it is, a 5.8% increase in GRF portion of our assessments in 2022. GRF and VMS continue to explore avenues to reduce costs and increase efficiency. But this journey, this brief journey to the recent assessment history, has been an eye-opener as to why the GRF portion of our assessment has remained consistent. There is a lot more to our final assessment number than we've seen over the past 12 years. So it's interesting to understand and very important to understand the history. The trend is for an upward pattern for our expenses.
Right.
The opportunities such as the VMS, self-management, and the transfer facility fees, most of those big opportunities are gone. So now our fees are going to be moving in the direction of cost.
Right.
And we do have some plans to gain some efficiency. We're planning an ERP system, which is an enterprise resource planning system. Most people would call it the computer system. We're looking at that to really increase our administrative and operational efficiency. But of course, that's going to take a couple of years to install,
Right.
and even more years to actually gain the total efficiency from that.
Right.
But we're looking forward to that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the update. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
At Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care at USC School of Dentistry. Here at Laguna Woods Dental Care, we are up to date with the latest technology. Our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer an affordable membership plan that includes cleanings and deep cleanings if recommended. We're located outside Gate 3. Call us today.
Picking someone to clean your house is a big decision. After all, they'll be inside your house and touching virtually everything you own. Sadly, though, not all cleaning professionals are actually real pros. Like this person you found online who uses the same sponge in the kitchen they use in the bathroom. If you're looking for a local family-owned business with amazing customer service, contact MaidPro for a free estimate. MaidPro, when you're ready for a real pro.
We have a few announcements for you today. Coming up here on October 13th, which would be tomorrow, is Almost Maine, and it is a real romantic comedy and has little vignettes about different types of scenarios. And that is produced by Barbara Powell and directed by Barb Torino from the Theater Guild. And that'll be at 7 p.m. in Clubhouse 5. Tickets are $12, something totally fun to do, and we think you'll really enjoy that. So if you want more information or tickets, please go to theaterguildlw.com. Now, another fun thing that's coming up is by the New York Club. They're having a dinner, dance, and a show. That is October 20th, so that's next Wednesday, also in Clubhouse 5. Music provided by Dawn of DJ Brothers. And then they have a world-class Judy Garland impersonator. I love it. Her name is Bethany Owens. Hopefully that'll be a load of fun. And doors open at 5:30. Dinner is at 6:30. Members are $15, non-members are $30. So you can find out all of this information and get tickets by calling Marge at 949-770-7919. Now, wanted to just reiterate and congratulate the Pickleball Club on achieving their goal of $25,000 to put all the courts now will have the lights. And man, those things are expensive, but boy, they did a great job of raising that amount of money in such a short amount of time. So congratulations to them, and we'll have to do a follow-up and check it out when they get all of their lights installed. Okay, Christian Women's Club is having a fun Harvest Time Gifts Buffet Luncheon. That's next Thursday, October 21st, and that's from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in Clubhouse 5. Wow, that clubhouse is very popular. Reservations are essential, and it's $20. You're going to want to text or contact Chris Ramirez, 949-246-1053. And then just a reminder that New Year's Eve, you want to get your reservations in right away. And the Performing Arts Center is having a party, and that's at 7:30 in the evening is when it starts. Tickets are $35, $30, and $25. Tickets.lagunawoodsvillage.com, or you could email recreation@vmsinc.org. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Lovely weather. It kind of feels fallish. We got a little bit of a breeze in the air for the next few days, and then we're going to warm up over the weekend. But right now we're looking at 69.51, 73.52, 74.58, and as I mentioned, a little warm up, 81.57 and 82.62. So very nice out this week, so enjoy your outdoor weather. All right, don't forget the United meeting is coming up right after our morning broadcast, so stick around for that. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I'd like to welcome you to Loberg Dental Center. We've kept everyone safe in our office and continue to do so. All of our safety measures include enough social distancing, masks, protective gear, and sterilization before and after every patient is seen in our operatory. Here at Loberg Dental Center, we've kept everything safe for your comfort. So call today, don't delay, and schedule your appointment, and we will take great care of you in the safety and comfort of our office.
Hi, I'm John Bowser-Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide, published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.